Welcome back, y'all. Today, we'll be whipping up a batch of cream cheese buttercream frosting that we'll be using in our Easter cake project. We'll also be learning how to stack, fill, and prep our cake so that it's ready for decorating. I've gathered all my ingredients and I have my stand mixer with the paddle attachment ready to go. Here's a list of things that you're going to need to follow along. 16 ounces of cream cheese at room temp. Half a cup of butter at room temp, 32 ounces or 8 cups of powdered sugar, and 4 to 6 tablespoons of heavy cream. The amount depends on the desired thickness. Start by creaming the butter and cream cheese. Beat these together until they are nice and smooth for about 2 to 3 minutes, stopping at least once to scrape the bottom of your bowl. Once everything is nice, fluffy, and smooth, you'll add the powdered sugar. It's recommended that you sift the sugar into your mixing bowl to help prevent clumps. I'll add about 4 tablespoons of heavy cream to start. I cover my mixer when I first begin because if you don't, you will inhale a huge sugar puff cloud. It also makes cleanup a lot easier. As my mixture creams, I remove the cover and add additional heavy cream until I reach my desired thickness. Make sure you only add a little at a time. A little goes a long way. I got a little excited with this batch and added more than I should have, as you'll see later when I have to thicken the buttercream that I use for my cake dam. I mix again for another 3 to 4 minutes until everything is smooth and fluffy, making sure again to scrape the bottom of my bowl at least once. Now that the buttercream is made, it's time to put this cake together. In a small bowl, I'll add 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and a few spoons of buttercream. I already took my first cake layer out the freezer and allowed it to come to room temp while my icing was mixing. Next, I fill my piping bag. If you need help with this step, let me know in the comments. I've slowed down a part of the video where I demonstrate how I hold my bag. I unwrap and place my first layer on the prepped cake board. With a gentle and even hand pressure, I pipe a cake dam around the inner edge of my first layer. The cake dam will keep all our filling in place. If you do not have a nice, firm cake dam when using a softer filling, the weight of your cake will eventually cause bulging, or your filling could even start to leak out. After my dam is piped, I'll place the cake in the fridge for about 5 minutes so that it firms up even more. I take another cake layer out so that it starts to come to room temp for the next step. I take the cake out the fridge and I spoon half of my lemon filling inside the cake dam. I'll lightly spread the filling around, top the next layer, and repeat the previous steps. Dam, refrigerate, fill, top. Once all 3 layers are stacked, it's time to apply the crumb coat. You can either start from top and work your way down, or vice versa. This time I started from the top. I add a good bit of icing and start to work it around the top of my cake, eventually allowing my turntable to do most of the work. I then take a little icing at a time and apply it to my sides. Once my entire cake is lightly covered, I give it a few spins on the turntable to help make sure that I've captured all those loose little crumbs. And that's all there is to it. The more cakes you make, the easier this step gets. And just like that, our cake's ready for decorating. Now I know what you're thinking. What about these crumbs? And the dents here? And that top is not smooth. Well, don't you worry. We're going to take care of all that when it comes to the decorating. That's kind of what makes this the perfect beginning project. If you're interested in seeing me turn this cake into an Easter basket filled with all the goodies, like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.